Good morning, everybody. So today I am in need of some nuclear energy. Let's just say that. We got a package here. We're gonna go through and open it up. This one is actually from my dad for my birthday. It is coffee, because of course that's what I wanted. And it's radioactive. So, we're gonna go through and have this for breakfast. And yeah, we're gonna just go on from there. We've got some other things going on. We're obviously gonna be working out in the garage today. We're gonna start with some coffee and then we'll go from there. So, moving on. Okay, so we obviously have made the coffee, and just to make sure that we can sweeten the radiation down a little bit, is we've got some new creamer to try. I haven't had this one before. It's Cocoa Pebbles by International Delight. So I've already got it opened, and now we've got it added to the coffee. I'm guessing it's probably gonna be like a mocha. But now we're gonna have to drop the bomb right now. Hopefully we can survive this. So we're gonna try it right now. It's actually pretty good. I was expecting it to be a little bit more bold, like the Death Wish coffee, but it's kind of smooth. Could be because of the creamer that I put in there. We'll have to try it with some other creamers. We've got 12 different times we can try this. But it actually is very smooth. I like it. I mean, obviously with the claim that it's the most caffeine or something to that effect that they're legally allowed to put in it. Pretty good. Yeah, I like it. Now the true test is going to be if I can feel the caffeine, because they all have claimed that so far. And Death Wish, I had 2 of the pods the other day in one of my big cups, and didn't faze me at all. So I don't know. We'll have to see. But both of them, though, I have liked both of them flavor-wise. So I'm very happy about that, because they are bold. And I think the next time we're gonna do the Russian way of doing it with the sweetened condensed milk. So we're gonna try that next time, and we'll go from there. But now I'm gonna finish up the coffee. You don't need to be watching me drink this. And then we're gonna cut to the garage. So we will be right back. So welcome back to our messy garage. Obviously we've got a parts table here, or is what it seems like a parts table. We have our nitrous kit. We have our oil line, which we're gonna probably be working on today with all the fittings below. And then in that, this is the new oil filter. This oil filter is about 4 times the size, 3 times the size of the old one. And it's gonna be utilized obviously to the fullest. So we're gonna go through and kind of clean up a little bit and then move forward. So I forgot to tell you guys something. We are having some company here in a little bit. We're going to be working on Dave's car today, and then well, that's Facebook for you. But anyways, we've got Dave coming over. We're going to be working on his car, and then we've got one of my other co-workers. He's out in the field basically, but anyways, he's coming over with his car, and his car is super loud. So as soon as he starts to come over, I will make sure to get that on video for you. But it's newer to our channel because we haven't had this make on our channel specifically. Obviously we've had Chevy and we've had Ford, and now we're gonna have Dodge coming over. So and then Dave's car is obviously a Chevy. But anyways, you will see that here in a moment, and he's gonna crank it up for us as well. So as soon as he gets here, we'll get that video going. So we didn't get footage before. This is the kind of stuff we do at my house. Gotta have some good friends, some good subscriber base, right? Oh. He decided to wanted to go the other way. So now we're gonna work on Dave's car. We got him here too. We've got it all cooled down. We had some lunch. Oh, here we go. So meanwhile, we are going to be working on Dave's car here in a second. I've already been doing some painting, obviously, as you've been seeing in the other clips. I did get some stuff cleaned up. I got the other parts ready almost. I just need to clean off the debris to actually get those painted as well. But as of right now, we're just going to go through and work on Dave's car and get his stuff all done and go from there. Okay, so at this point, the only thing that I've actually done is taken off the valve cover, or not the valve cover, the appearance cover. We're going to go through, obviously his motor is very dirty. We may clean it by the time we're done with it. I have no idea, haven't decided yet. But at this point we're just going to go through. The only thing we're really doing today is replacing his spark plugs because he hasn't done it since he's gotten the car. So we're going to go through and get that done. His car is a 2.5 turbo. It's a 4-cylinder, so he's only got 4 spark plugs for this one here, so there's nothing super severe about this car at all. But we're going to pause it here. I'm going to put you guys on a little bit of a time lapse while we're working on this. So we'll be right back. Okay, so at this point here, we've got all of that done. That took us about 10 minutes to actually do. Now I'm probably going to go through and clean this off, just spray it down because his engine cover is really, really dirty as well, especially around the oil tube. Basically, his is like the Camaro itself, where this is holding one part of the engine cover on, and then obviously around that ring, from oil being spilled on it or whatever, it's built up a lot of dirt and everything else, just like the rest of the engine here. So I'm probably going to go through and spray that off and then just clean it up a little bit. I'm not washing his car or anything, that's for sure, but his engine needs some help. So we're going to do that and we'll go from there. Okay, so at this point we got everything put back together. We've already got it tested. I mean, obviously his car is nothing special yet, but he plans on going through and having a cold air intake. Of course, it's going to be K&N when we get done. And I was mistaken. This is not for his turbo. Normally they do put it under the same shroud and everything else, but with his being the 2.5, this is actually just his exhaust manifold that's got the heat shield on it, and then it's got the sensor on the back end of it. But his car is a little different than what we were looking up. There is a smaller version that does have a turbo, but it's a lot smaller motor as well. So anyways, we've got that done. Now Dave is going to be probably heading out here because it is Sunday, it is Valentine's Day, so he's got to get home to his wife, which is fine. But I'm just going to continue working on the stuff that I got to do here, and we're probably going to go through and figure out the lines
I've already got the fittings and all that stuff matched up to where it should be for where the actual fittings are going to go, obviously for the oil cooler. But I just got to cut the hose and get it all installed. And then from there, I've got to put the pulley back on. I've got to reattach all that stuff. And then Wednesday is when we actually finally get to pick up the parts for the powder coat stuff. They finally called me and said that everything was ready, which they better turn out awesome. That's all I can say, because they've had it a lot longer than they should have. And so we're just going to have to obviously deal with it. But it better be spot on. That's all I can say. If they did good, I'll give them a shout out. And then if not, then we'll just go from there. But yep, I did get the crash bar pretty much all the way painted. I just got some minor stuff to finish up on that. I got to do another couple coats because I want it to be solid matte black all the way across. And then from there, I'm gonna clean the side skirts and get those painted next. I've already got them prepped. I just need to go through and clean off the stuff and go from there. But anyways, moving on. So obviously it is now nighttime. I've been busy working on things on the car. I'm gonna flip you around so you can see what we're seeing. So I've got the side skirts started. I literally just started them. These are still wet. I was struggling with the line, and so I'm giving up on that today. I gotta figure out how I'm gonna do that. It's not as easy. I did get the actual radiator portion mocked up. Obviously it's not where it's going to be, but I did find the bolts that fit, so that's kind of cool. And I just got to go through and mock that portion up. I may flip it over just to have the lines on the bottom. It's kind of backwards of what it should normally be, but I'm just thinking for space. But I don't know. Although I did do something. I got the nitrous portion started. The whole engine bay is pretty much completed of where everything's going to be. This one here is the purge line. This is the fuel line that actually taps into the fuel rail over there. Got that all completed, and obviously it's all mounted up. That went and got some new bolts that are actually really long, but got that. I just got to do the wiring, obviously, but the wiring is actually very simple. We're going to go through and take basically one wire from each of these actual solenoids and end up grounding them to the frame, and then the other end is going to go into a relay, which is sitting somewhere over in this mess, which this mess has been cleaned up twice today, believe it or not. There they are. So here's one of the relays. The wiring diagram, the kit actually didn't come with any instructions at all, so I'm having to figure it out as I go. But I did find a diagram on those online, so it's super simple. I just got to go through and get that done. Once I get the engine bay completed here, then I have to actually go through. There is one line that's missing, and that's actually the nitrous line that's going to go inside of the car. And I am going to put the bottle into the back seat, which last video that I made for you guys, couldn't really see back here. It's kind of dark in here. Let's see if I can get there we go. So now the bottle's going to go in the middle of the seats here. Obviously I've got the racing seats with the harnesses and everything else, and then you can see into the trunk because I took the whole back seat out, and then I made this plank back here that I bolted the car seats to. So those things aren't moving unless I take this whole thing out, which I'm probably gonna have to do to fashion the actual mount for the bottle, which is gonna go again in the middle there. And then I'm going to probably feed the line up through underneath the center console all the way down, and probably through the firewall, which is all the way up over here. So I'm either going to put it on the driver's side or the passenger side. Haven't decided yet, but if you guys have any suggestions to that effect, post them in the comments. Make sure you guys follow. I did get the crash bar done. I just got to go through and peel off the tape. That is completely dry. There is one more thing I'm going to do after I get that peeled off and those are dry. I'm actually going to go through and get a basically there's this clear coat that's actually matte clear coat. the matte clear coat obviously is to make it to where it's not as shiny. So I'm going to do the side skirts as well as that crash bar because I want that to be matte black once everything is all done. And the name and that's in silver, I can do the same concept. So we're going to pause it here and we'll catch up with you in a little bit. Okay, so I went through and I peeled off the letters. I had to do one touch up and obviously, you know, kind of made a mess in the process, but I got the one touch up done. So now you can see what it looks like again. Obviously it's painted, and then I did just put another coat on to the side skirts. And so it's coming on pretty good. I mean, obviously it's still wet. You can still see the reflection. Once it's completely dry, you won't see the reflection. And then I'm going to do one more coat. Maybe not today. I think I'd rather do it during the daytime when it's a little warmer so the paint can cure better. And then I'll also go through and do the clear coat at the same time. So it's been a long day. Everybody came over, obviously. Got Dave's car done pretty quick. We had lunch. I still have to have dinner, so I haven't done that yet. And then the oil cooler setup, which was the whole point of today's fiasco. Didn't get that done. Did order some more parts, but these parts they're not actually parts. They're just to get the jobs that I have already started done. I got wire connectors coming. I got another, I don't even remember what else I got today. I ordered like 3 things. Oh, that's right. I ordered a Schrader valve tool because the fuel rail portion that I'm actually tapping into, there's a pressure relief valve up top for testing or just like bleeding and stuff like that. And that's basically where we're tapping into, is that valve. So we got to take that core out, and that's the only thing I haven't done on that part yet, because obviously I didn't have the tool. So I had to buy the tool, which was like $10. So nothing big deal. Yeah. So anyways, I thank you for coming in to watch me struggle yet again. So tons of fun. Obviously got to see some of the members of the club, and then what else? What else did you see today? Well, you saw the nuclear aspect this morning. Review on that. Tastes good. Yet again, didn't really feel much of anything. I did exactly what it says to do on the box, which was 8 ounces, which, just to be on the safe side, because obviously I don't want any health problems, I'm doing exactly what they're claiming, like what they're saying to do first, and then tweaking it after the fact, which is going to be fun getting this paint off. Anyways, thank you for watching me struggle. New members, make sure you hit the like and subscribe button, hit the notification bell so you can get all the notifications for all the car stuff, because once I get this nitrous kit completed, you're not going to want to miss that content. So make sure you guys do that. And then everybody that's existing, yet again, thank you. Obviously, if you guys want to meet up, or if you guys want to get that paycheck, make sure that you share the channel. And we got to get over 1,000 subscribers with 400 watch hours. No, 4,000 watch hours. See, that update to 21. So anyways, you guys have a wonderful day, and we will talk later.
1, 2, 3.